Hi, welcome back to Sparkle and Glue. I hope you're having a great day. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. So, I have a fun project. I know, I always say that, but I've been having a lot of fun with stamping. Um, Stamps like here. So, and making frames and all different designs. I guess belly bands or banners or so I just been creating folding up some paper and stamping in different ways to make different things that we can use on in our journals or whatever. I don't know, it's just really fun, so I thought I'd share it with you and show you how to do it. um so let me just here. So what you do is you take a piece of paper. I'm doing, this is a 4x4, but you can, we will do bigger sizes as well. So I'm folding it in half and then in half again. So what you're doing is you're making this corner here where it's all folded. And then you're going to take a stamp and just take here, I don't know if you can see in there. So you want to try to center it so it's even, and then just push down. And I'll show you what. So we made a circle, right? And that's, here it is. Well, if I can unfold it. All right, so we have that circle. But now what you want to do is make a design. So I'm going to use a heart punch, and when you put it over, I don't know if you can see how it is. So I'm just taking another piece off. And then what you have left, you have a piece in here that I'm making. You can make like tags with them or do different things, but here's what it makes. And so this was a circle and a heart. And here's what we get. So maybe if I put it up against purple, you can see it better. So now you can glue this onto a journal or frame something, and we can make them bigger or smaller. Or so that was a circle with a heart, which is, I think this was 2 hearts. I can't, you know what? I don't even remember because I just keep doing different things. But so let's take another piece of cardstock. This one's 5x5, and it doesn't really matter what size. So I'm folding it in half, and then I'm going to fold in half again. And let's do 2 flowers. So I'm just doing the same thing. I'm kind of lining it up so it makes, so it's even. And we have 1 punch, and now I'm taking a larger flower and I'm just lining it up. And let's see what we get. It's like a surprise every time. So here is what we get with 2 flowers. So that was 2 flowers. This was a circle and a heart. So whatever one you punch first, the smaller one will be the inside of your frame. And then the one that you do on the outside makes something else. So let's take another piece here. And you can just have fun with this, try different things. It comes out different every time depending on what size you use and what punch you use. It doesn't always work if you get too close and cut more than you should. Sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, so this is a border punch. and I'm taking, so you always want to make sure that you're using the folded corner, okay? So the one right in the middle. And I'm just putting this in kind of just sort of in the middle, centering it. Okay. And now we get this design, which, what did I do here? So I just cut it out and then glued it on. So you can ink them, do whatever, but that's kind of neat, right? From a border punch to make that. This one was a circle and a circle. So these are just all different and depending on what size. So when you fold your paper, and depending on how big you make your punch. So if we make a larger circle punch, you're going to have a bigger inside. And you just play around with it and have fun. This was another border punch I had that I did. And this was a flower punch, and just having fun and doing it. But if you want to, let me take a bigger circle. So make sure you have the correct corner, and go ahead and let's make this one a little bigger and see what happens. And it makes a mess, so so now we have a much bigger circle. And then when you punch, you want to make sure, right, you don't go past the edge. If you go past the edge, and you'll see when you play with it, what happens. But so now we have another frame. And I don't know, I think it's just, and then, oh, for the tags. So what I did is when you punch it out and you have this, I just cut out a rectangle and glued it on here. And then I inked on the back because it was white. But so then you can just glue this on here. And let's just put some glue. I'm using art glitter glue. And you can just cut a tag that's the same size as your paper or trim it. So this way you're not wasting the other pieces. And you can make it, in this one I use like a glitter one. This is just plain. And then if you want to just do the edges so it looks like a tag, you can make a hole, and now you have these cute tags. And this one was one I did. Oh, the book pages are really fun to use. That's the other thing. You want to use thin paper, so copy paper or something that's thin. And it's because you're folding it twice and punching through. It's kind of hard if you're using too thick a paper. Maybe your punches are strong and you can, but I had trouble with that. So let me see. This one, that wasn't even the folded. This is just two circles. What I did is I just punched one and then punched one a little smaller. And if you do it in different colors, then you can glue that onto something. So and you can see with all the shapes you can make and different things. And I'm sure there's even other things you can do with this. Then I started playing with making these. So we used to do those paper dolls back in the day. I was never very good at it. But anyway, if you want to make strips like this, we're gonna accordion fold a piece of paper. The trick is that you want to make sure that your fold is a little smaller than the inside of your punch. not the sides, but the top and bottom. And I'll show you why. So let's just, I'm going to go ahead and just do some accordion folds with this. And I know that this is smaller than that punch because I've been working with it. But what you can do is just fold back and forth on your paper. And sometimes I can't get it to go through the whole 8.5 by 11 sheet, but I'm going to try. Okay, so what we're looking for here, if I can get this in. Okay. You know what? Let me cut that. What you want to do is, I could just fold it over. It's too short, so it won't. Okay. So I accordion folded, and when you slide this in, do you see how you can see the paper isn't covering? You need the bottom and the top to both have space, that the paper isn't covering it. So, for instance, when you normally stamp, you see how you cannot see underneath? You don't want that to be. Now, it doesn't matter how much room. Well, I mean, it matters for your shape, so I shouldn't say that, but it doesn't, as long as you leave some room on the top and bottom, it'll make this banner for you, or belly band, or whatever we want. So I'm just putting it like this, and I am turning it over because it's hard to get through all the paper. Okay. And of course it, oh, okay. So it does cut it in half, and that's how you know it worked. And then you have your little, I don't know what I'm calling it, banner. So, and now you can do more with this. So let's, but like I said, it has to be, so you see how that has space on the top and the bottom? It'll work if I can get it to punch through. And then it rips it in half, and you have this. And so I was just playing around with different things. This one's a butterfly. So here it is. And now this could be a lot thicker for the butterfly, because look how wide this stamp is. Now I can't get this in. But you see, we have quite a bit of extra room, so you could have made this accordion fold this a little wider if you wanted to. I'm gonna stand up. Okay, so rips it in half, and then you have your piece. And you can do this in a colored cardstock if you want. Oh, and then I wanted to show this to you. The leftover pieces that fall out come out really cute too. So they can be borders on pages, or, I mean, some of them you may like, some of them you may not. This one, I like this. This is from, I think, the round one, but we could trim that off if we don't like it. But they come out, they all come out different. And they're kind of fun. So ink them and put them on tags or border page. I don't know. I really just kind of went crazy with this. I just started really having fun and playing around, and I just wanted to share it with you. So let's see if we have enough regular size piece of paper. So if you don't have a lot of the fancy punches, and one thing you can do is, if you cut a triangle off for the corner, and then just take a circle punch. Let's take a large one, see if And so you get, well, it comes out different every time, but that was what I did with just cutting a triangle out. So you just have a different shape. And then just depending on what, and you'll see when you do it, everyone comes out just a little different, they're just fun. And anyway, so I thought I would share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get to make some of these punches and use them in your journals and for frames and different things. And if you guys have other ideas that, you know, maybe I didn't see or don't know how, you know, oh, I use this one of them too. This one. This is this. So you really can just play around with anything. It's the same idea. You just want the size to be a little smaller so the ends stay together. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you find a different way to do it or something that comes out really cool, please share with us. You know, I know you can't hear on YouTube, but over in our Facebook group, share with the group and let us know, because everybody loves to find new things to do. And anyway, thanks again for stopping by and for crafting with me. I hope you have an awesome day. Take care.